Hello, gorgeous. You're listening to the Girlfriend's Guide to Starting Over. On this podcast, we talk about everything from dating and relationships to personal development. We also speak very candidly about the F word, and by that, I mean failure. So grab a pen, tag a friend, and let's talk about it. All of it. Undergoing, overcoming, and simply trying to make it through. Hello, gorgeous, and welcome back to the Girlfriend's Guide to Starting Over podcast. I'm your host, Kayla, and I am so excited that you have found your way back to my platform. Today's episode is a replay from Wisdom Wednesday, and we're going to talk about the importance of learning to not take things personally. It is truly a game changer for your emotional and mental health, and I think it's really going to support you this season. I hope you enjoy. Hello, gorgeous. Happy Wisdom Wednesday and welcome back to my platform. I am so excited and so grateful that you are here. If you've been rocking with me this month, then you know I am pouring into the girl who's a little bit stressed, a little bit anxious, maybe even a little bit depressed about rushing in the hustle and bustle of this season. And this episode is not any different. We are talking, don't take it personal. So one of the reasons that many of us get super stressed, super anxious, even feeling the blues in this season is because from a very young age, we have been wired, trained, groomed to internalize the opinions, the behaviors, and reactions of our loved ones. And that is completely unfair. And so we're going to talk a little bit in this episode about how we can unlearn that pattern and how we can act in a way that is more productive for us. I've got some notes over here. Okay. So fun fact, most of the time, people's behaviors and reactions have absolutely nothing to do with us. Absolutely nothing to do with us. Their actions and responses are a representation of where they are on their personal growth journey. Most people can't comprehend past their level of experience. So, in other words, they are talking down to you. They might be belittling you. They might be asking a lot of questions or kind of poking fun at you. But the reality is, they are projecting their own beliefs, their own experiences, and their own fears onto you. And so while that may be hurtful, when you recognize that what they're saying or doing isn't about you, you get to stand in your personal power. You get to recognize that you do not have to take responsibility or ownership of the snide comments, of the judgmental statements, of the disrespectful behavior. And you get to be like, oh, that's what they've got going on. And you recognize that it's a reflection of them and not a reflection of you. So I need you to recognize that anytime that you decide that you are going to change your behavior, that you are going to level up your life, that you're going to do something different, it is going to be met with resistance from the people that love you and know you and are accustomed to you being a certain way. You can expect a tantrum. Just expect it. And it's not because they don't care about you, but it's because often you are highlighting something about them that they have either settled, stunted, or refused to allow to prosper. So it's not that they don't want you to grow. You're just highlighting where they haven't grown or where they've stopped growing. Now, this could be because of life experience. It could be because of the generation that they grew up in. It could be because of fear. It could be because of any kind of things. But it's not because they don't want you to grow. They're just recognizing where they haven't grown. And then there's that fear. What if you fail? And so you have to keep at the forefront, what if I fly? And so that's where it comes in, those inserting those boundaries where I appreciate you looking into that. I'm confident with my decision. Actually, you know what? I'm not really open to advice right now. And I know that there are going to be people that say you don't know everything. You need to listen to people sometimes. Somebody could be actually trying to help you. Yes, all of that is true. But don't take advice from people who've never been where you're going. And do not allow someone else's advice to completely derail your plan if they don't have what you're trying to get. If they don't have what you're trying to get. I had to repeat that. Y'all catch it later. But no, that's a serious thing. Acknowledging that most people's reactions are not about you, that allows you to release yourself from that ownership of their feelings and their emotions. And that is so contrary to what we're used to. You get that be respectful, be nice. You can be good, you can be respectful, you can be kind, and you can still stand in your power. Okay. As you begin to heal, what I have noticed as I began to heal, it has become crystal clear the people around me who are also in need of healing. And so they'll say stuff, and I'm like, that's not coming from a place of love. That's not coming from a place of support. That's not coming from a place of I'm looking out for you. That's coming from a place of I'm hurt. This hurt me. I'm scared for you. Or I don't want you to outgrow me because I don't want to be lonely. It's not because they don't care. It's just a place where, hey, this person really needs to heal. Okay. So you'll hear this when you hear statements like, oh, I tried that before and it doesn't work. Or grad school's not that hard. Just do the work, anchor down. Or look at you constantly hustling, trying to come up with some money. Often these misguided statements are a way of these people minimizing or kind of poking fun at the fact that they wish that they could also have the courage to change their lives, or they wish that they hadn't missed the mark in previous places in their lives. Do not allow this to sway you or to move you from your journey, whether that is school, whether that is healing, whether that's relationships, whatever it is. Do not allow their hurt and their statements to sway you from what you are doing. It's hurtful, right? But we still get to learn not to internalize it. We still get to learn that it's not about us. I remember that there was a version of myself that I truly wanted to be loved and accepted and supported and celebrated by everyone. And so I was like working 13-hour days, and I'm the single mom, and I'm taking them to, to the park and to the swimplex and all these places on the weekend, and I'm got a blog, and I'm dating someone, and I'm like working toward marriage. I'm doing all these things so that I could be seen or valued or considered worthy and acceptable and enough to all these other people. And guess what? I ran myself into the ground, and it led to a series of heartbreaks and disappointments and constant feelings of inadequacy and never measuring up. And so when I really took a moment to step back and to look at my life and to get into coaching and to invest in myself and to invest in therapy, once I hit rock bottom, I decided that I was foregoing being a perfectionist. I was foregoing being a people pleaser. I was just going to let people do them, and I was going to do me. And you guys know that I'm a huge Mel Robbins fan. And a couple of months ago, lo and behold, she comes up with the let them theory. And I'm like, I've been doing this, but I didn't know that other people weren't doing this. Let them. Okay. So when people want to talk junk, let them. If people want to doubt your ability, let them. If people want to come home from college or come home from out of town and they're there to see their families, and all your friend group gets together and they go to dinner and a movie and they don't invite you, let them. If you've been dating someone for a long time and they're not interested in a commitment or marriage, let them. That doesn't mean you have to stay. It doesn't mean you have to tolerate it. It just means that you don't get to internalize it. Whatever they have going on that stop them from inviting you or stop them from proposing or stop them from letting you go out for drinks or whatever it is, that does not mean that it's about you. The sooner that you stop internalizing things and making everything revolve around you, the sooner that you will realize that everybody has their own thing going on, and they're entitled to their feelings and their emotions, and you're entitled to yours. It is in this season that you're going to experience a lot of discomfort. You're going to experience a lot of tough conversations, a lot of encounters, a lot of things that make you feel a certain kind of way. We get to remember that everybody is fighting their own battle. Everybody has their own journey going on. And we get to let them experience that. We get to stop trying to control the narrative of other people have of us in their minds. What other people think of you is none of your business. When these things come up this season, I want to encourage you to remember that things are not likely about you. It is not your responsibility to process how they're feeling. It's not your responsibility to alter their opinion. It's not your responsibility to care. You get to let them know how it affected you, and then you get to let it go. You get to let it go. And that is a process. If you're interested in mastering your emotions, reach out to me. Let's talk, get a grip, gorgeous. And we can talk about ways that we can start to revamp your brain, revamp your mindset, rewire your thinking so that you are not internalizing these things all the time. I love you and I want the best for you. I want to invite you to something cool on Saturday. I have a Zoom link. We are doing a masterclass, just Pass The Cornbread. I am giving you 4 strategies for surviving in the environment that broke you. We're going to get through Thanksgiving dinner. I'm going to give you my 4 best tips for going home this holiday. I cannot wait to see you there. If you're interested, you are going to text cornbread to my text line. It is 615-205-4634. Let me see if I can pop that thing up for y'all. Let me see. I do have it on a banner, I'm pretty sure. Yep. If you want to text cornbread to 615-205-4634, it's going to shoot you a short form, and then you will get the link to the Zoom. Be there or be square. You can definitely catch the replay. I'll have an opportunity for that too. So I love you. I want the best for you. Have an excellent Wednesday on purpose, sis. And we will chat in the next one. Well, gorgeous girl, that's a wrap for this episode. I hope you found value, insight, or strength. I hope something was said that gave you the courage to push on a little while longer toward the life of your dreams. If you felt motivated during this segment, screenshot this and throw it in your stories and tag me on social. That way we can keep the message going. Have an excellent day on purpose, and we, girl, will talk